It is time for the playoffs of the last Austin Major, and so are the pick'ems. So let's jump right in. Here we are with the playoffs and all 4 matchups. Furia versus Pain Gaming, FaZe Clan versus the Mongols, Na'Vi versus Vitality, and Team Spirit against Mouse. We're gonna start from the top, going down to the bottom. First match, Furia versus Pain. Furia had no struggle going to the playoffs. They qualified 3-0. On the other hand, 3-2 for Pain Gaming. Pain still showed some very great CS nonetheless, but Furia are the more promising pick here. The experience from Furia all alone speaks for itself, so my pick for this one is definitely gonna be Furia, no doubt. The second matchup is the FaZe versus Mongols. They already played each other in FaZe's qualification game for the playoffs. This is still a very hard but easy pick. The Mongols showed some great CS as well, especially against G2 for their qualification match, setting new records, playing I don't know how much overtimes, but FaZe are gonna humble them, they're gonna give them some issues. Easiest pick here is definitely FaZe Clan, there's no doubt. The next one is the Na'Vi against Vitality. The most likely best game of the playoffs, if not Mouse versus Spirit, we will see. Even though Vitality lost their streak to Legacy, we all know, but it was the best of 1. After that, they went back to the original form, how we all know them. On the other hand, we had Na'Vi coming in here with some shaky games as well, but the most obvious pick here is definitely Vitality, there's no doubt. I think Vitality is gonna beat them 2-0 here. My pick, definitely Vitality. The last pick for the playoffs is the Team Spirit versus Mouse. I don't think there's much to talk about. Spirit had literally no problems going through this, going 3-0. Mouse on the other hand almost didn't qualify. They were 2 rounds away, twice, almost being eliminated. But Mouse did put up some numbers and qualified. But here's the end. Team Spirit, no doubt. I believe that Donk, especially if all other teammates of him play great, he is gonna qualify for this no matter what. Moving on to the next matchups. Hypothetically, this is gonna be how it could look if my picks are actually correct this time. The first matchup would be Furia against FaZe Clan. With Furia being a partially fresh roster with their new AWP Molodoi, barely speaks any proper English, I think this is gonna be a very easy matchup for FaZe. I think one simple activates, he's gonna move over them like there's no tomorrow. So my pick for this one definitely is gonna be FaZe Clan. I believe that they're all gonna qualify 2-0. The second matchup is gonna be Vitality against Spirit. We all know Vitality is gonna humble them no matter what they do, unless every part of Team Spirit activates and Donk is gonna drop as much kills as he's dropping in these NA phased packs. But the obvious pick here definitely for me is Vitality. So we got these. Then the last matchup, FaZe versus Vitality. Simple versus Saibu. Definitely gonna be a tough matchup, especially with a lot of action. Nonetheless, I think Vitality is gonna beat these no matter what they do. This is definitely a great matchup, especially since we're gonna have a ton of banter between Simple and Saibu, and Kerrigan coming out with his ambulance. This is gonna be a very good matchup. Best grand final we could see in a long time for a major. So saving all the picks and hoping that this is actually the script for the playoffs. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Be sure to like and don't forget to let me know who you are picking to win this major. I hope I get to see you in the next video. Peace out.